G'day guys, welcome back to Subnautica. Hope you guys are doing well. We are hanging out here in the depths of, well, about 300 or so meters. Not too deep, but we have been through the very large cave to try and come out to this area, which, you know, I thought needed a little bit more...
to plant life on the seafloor suggests this may be the migration path of a huge bottom-dwelling life form.
Bottom-dwelling life form, yes. Well, speaking of bottom-dwelling life forms, we did actually find those leviathans that apparently, you know, find their food on the ocean floor. And we managed to grab like a poo from one of them, which I'm hoping will be able to power our biomass reactors a little bit more. Actually, speaking of, here they are, in their magnificent glory. They don't seem to be hostile at all, actually, so I'm very happy that we don't have another thing to worry about down here. But anyway, since our hydration levels are looking a little bit low, it might not be a bad idea for us to try and get ourselves back to the Cyclops. And yeah, we should hopefully be able to rehydrate before going back out and exploring a little bit more. So let's do that. And yeah, I guess we did discover that sunlight definitely penetrates this area, which means that technically we're not in a cave anymore, right? So we're outside of the cave, and we should be able to resurface and perhaps maybe make our way home that way instead of trying to navigate the caves once more. As, yeah, navigating the caves can be a little bit more difficult. So that's the plan. We will go home in a second, but I reckon this is the episode that we sort of, you know, steel ourselves, so to speak, and prepare to descend into the absolute depths. There are cliff sides everywhere that we haven't really traversed through, and I'm thinking we want to, you know, maybe, I don't know, take the Cyclops or maybe take the prawn suit with us to see if we can, you know, discover if there's actually anything if we go down there. That's the plan anyway. And then after that we can think about, you know, doing other things like returning home and maybe you know, doing a little bit of building and stuff like that. I'm just trying to find space for more stuff. Maybe I'll use another locker down here.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
No worries, boss. We will do that. Yeah, I guess I can just let go of all of the stuff. I just need to remember to come back to the Cyclops to gather up all of those things. How's our power levels doing? Because we only have about half of the power left in this thing. Yeah, it is sort of climbing, but very, very slowly. I guess we haven't really been out here for as long as I would like.
Vital signs stabilizing.
And I can't exactly get water from the bulbo tree. That would have given us the most amount of water. So I'm gonna have to settle with the lantern fruit for now. I mean, it is restoring a little bit of our water. And we could go with, like, potatoes. I guess that's going to restore a tiny bit of water as well. Maybe I better grow the next batch. Yeah, there we go. So, not too bad. I do have a bunch of salt. I'm just trying to remember how to make, you know, disinfected water once more. Yeah, we need some bleach. And I still find it kind of funny that bleach is the only ingredient required. Coral tube samples. Okay, so we did find salt deposits. I'm just wondering whether or not we can find some coral tube samples in this biome. But I tell you what we'll do is we'll explore the cliff sides with the prawn suit, and while we're out here, we'll try and see if we can find some coral tube samples. I can't recall seeing any, that's the thing. So maybe we're out of luck. Oop. Yeah, let us be very careful. I don't imagine these things would be able to get to us if we're down here in the trenches. Okay, it looks a little bit confused. Perhaps maybe it's trying to see if it can get to us, but... it is a little bit terrifying, isn't it? Okay. Let's just go in this direction to hopefully avoid any danger. Do want that. Oh, there's a little baby one right there. Surprisingly, we haven't seen any of those leviathans attack other leviathans. They always seem to pick on things that are smaller than them. Have I somehow gone full circle? I feel like I have. Alright, let me go in one direction. Like, say this way. And again, I want to try and find the edge of this place. There was a spot where, you know, there could potentially be a pathway back up. I'm sort of wanting to stick around that area if possible. If things go south, I might have to load the game, guys, because I don't really feel like losing the prawn suit. But you know, this is us testing things for science, as terrifying as it sounds. Are we just simply gonna die, or what's the deal?
Warning, entering ecological dead zone. Adding report to databank.
Ecological dead zone? Oh geez, okay. Let's leave. Oh. I've possibly fallen off the map, guys. Yeah, I feel like I've fallen off the map. That's probably... It's probably it. So, look, I mean, I've survived. So, I could try and make my way back up. But this might be... Yeah, this might take a while. And so might be a little bit boring. But yeah, I might cut the footage if it does actually take us a while to get up top. Alright, well, that was less exciting than I thought it would be. But, at least we survived. I was thinking about whether or not I just wanted to reload the game and, you know, work from the previous save, but, yeah, I didn't mind the little jaunt there. Plus, I've got, like, a bit more of the sea... like, trawler, or a seabed trawler, or whatever it's called. Those new leviathans that we've seen. I've gotten one more of their poos, so I didn't really want to let go of that. I don't know how rare it is. Probably not that rare. You just need to actively search for them, which I guess it can be a little bit more difficult because you have to know where to find them. But anyway. Bulbo tree is mature now, so we should be able to restore a bit more of our water as a result. And, let me see here. So the extra poo, I'm just gonna throw that in here. And we're going to make our way back to base, I think. Because there's nothing more out here, I believe. So let's get a move on. 53%. Should be okay. I think that we should be able to just resurface close to the, well, close to sea level. And hopefully we'll be able to get home easily. Let's just do a quick sonar. Make sure that we are unimpeded. And yes, there is that entry that we need to read, so I'm gonna have a read in a second. Ooh, there's a big landmass right here as well. Oh god, what was that? I'm not sure. It doesn't say that there are any predators nearby, though. Oh, okay, it's this one. Yeah, okay, I know where we are. Yes, yes. Okay, which means we just need to navigate around this area. Oh, are these coral samples? Might actually be table coral.
Ahead flagged. Emergency speed. Warning. Vessel calculated.
We'll speed up a little bit.
Ahead standard.
Yeah, I'm feeling safe now. As soon as I see one of these guys, I feel really comfortable. So one thing that I do want to get done when we return is to build the remaining 3 power cells that we need for the Cyclops. So we didn't really have what it took in the previous episode. So we should, I think, have everything now. I think we were missing like gold and possibly some lithium or something or we probably didn't even need lithium, to be honest. I probably just gathered up some extra lithium or maybe some extra silver, actually, for constructing what we need. But yeah, let's try and do that since we are back at home. And we could do a few other things while we're at home. I sort of want to build another containment unit, and I also want to consider moving the bedroom to a different location as well. Maybe also tidy up all of this. I don't think I need any of this anymore. But anyway, we'll cross each bridge one at a time.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, so first things first, actually, we do need to maybe sort out the contents of the Cyclops. Maybe we'll do that first. I'm particularly interested in seeing what the poos can do for us. And yeah, let's grab... Look, I don't mind leaving some of this stuff in here because I feel like the storage in our base is going to be a little bit short again. Okay, and do I want to throw these in right now? The reason why I'm sort of asking the question here is because I have perhaps maybe stated this multiple times, but I feel like I want to move the bioreactor. Maybe we should do that first before chucking in the poos. So the idea is we want the bioreactors to be housed in, I would say, this room. So this is going to be essentially our reactor room. So I need to deconstruct the other one. Let's throw that in there. And yeah, I guess the only real thing for us to understand is how long this is going to last for us. Because if it lasts like a really, really, really long time, perhaps maybe going out and finding more of those creatures. I keep forgetting what they're called, actually. Indigenous life forms, fauna, leviathans, the sea treader. Yeah, we need to find those to try and get more poos. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, we should just grab more stuff from the sub, so let's do that. I get the feeling we're gonna run out of space for, like, the lithium. Maybe we'll grab the sulfur instead. Dockleaf seeds and the papyrus seeds. I do want to grab that, but not just yet, because I think I need the containment unit built first before I start planting more oceanic... I was gonna say trees, plants. Okay, we need to fill this in a second. Actually, that's perfect, because I do need to move that, don't I? Do I have any more lithium somewhere? I guess not. I'm gonna have to stash it here. And sulfur. And gold. Yeah, all the gold goes in here. Again, not a lot of space. Alright. Oh yes, and we do need to build a shield generator. Oh god. We are so disorganized right now. Let's unpin everything, and I think I have components that I want to use. The power cell, that's going to go into the sub, so we'll pick that up in a second. Let's do the ion batteries, actually. So ion cubes I need. And I feel like we're running low. So we might actually have to take the prawn suit back out to the containment facility. Yeah, it has to be the prawn suit, because otherwise we're not going to be able to grab the ion cubes themselves. I need a bit of gold and a bit of silver, which I think we should have. And I don't want to go too crazy here, right? Because I just need just the amount of batteries to make like 2 more of the power cells, and I think we should be ready. Perfect. Alright, and then grab the last one here. And yeah, let's just stash the rest of our ion cubes. And while I'm still in the base, let me actually remove this. Perfect, and let's take that upstairs. Cool. We'll throw the other poo in there, and I wish the bioreactor would actually tell us how much more energy we have remaining to extract from all of the things that we put in. That would be a really nice feature. Quality of life improvement. Who knows, maybe they've thought about that for the second game, or the sequel that's supposed to come out soon. Maybe. Well, I say come out soon, I mean, we've seen the trailers. I don't really know if it's coming out soon. Okay, that should be enough fishies. Let's just return back up. Oh, what? Okay, that ran out very quickly. So my assessment is that it's not worthwhile. Not worthwhile at all. Yeah, it's probably better that we get a whole bunch of Reginalds and put the Reginalds in, because I feel like the Reginalds have lasted quite a while. I'm just going to see if I can steal a few more, but I don't want it to get to a point where they can't breed. So 1, 2... Yeah, there are 3 Reginalds in there, so... I assume it's okay to at least grab one more. So we'll throw those in there, and... yeah, one more here. Okay, looking good. We should be able to exit from here. And yeah, I should chuck the power cells in.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Perfect. Alright, and let's just grab more stuff that we can actually fit into lockers, actually. Maybe downstairs. Actually, I don't really have much more stuff that I want to move. Perhaps maybe a bit of silver. I need the salt to make some disinfected water, actually. That might not be a bad idea. Okay. And one other thing I want to do is just tag the shield generator here. Actually, let me clear the other tags first. So we need a power cell, we need the advanced wiring kit, which I think we made in the previous episode. Must be sitting somewhere. I'll need to try and find stuff.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I don't have table coral samples, do I? Okay, well that's a bit of an issue, but that's okay. I'll be able to just, like, fix up my hydration issues from here.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Why do I have creepvine samples? Oh, apparently you can eat creepvine samples? I didn't really realize that. Okay, that should sort out our, well, not only our food, but like our, water issue. Yes, there we go. Polyaniline. Oh, hang on. Hang on. That's a normal wiring kit. Computer chip, and I guess there's something else that we need. Oh, a bit of gold. Yeah, that's why we were keen on gold in the previous episode. Finally! Okay, let's get this organized. So the next time we should be able to... I don't really know what the shield does exactly, aside from maybe negate some damage. But yeah, we shouldn't really be too much more afraid the next time we go out and approach Leviathans with our Cyclops. You would think. So yeah, let's chuck that in there. And yeah, we'll have a play around with it a little bit later. But now that we have done all of that, I think it's time to organize our base a little bit more. Okay, let's quickly untag everything. And one of the things I wanted to do was actually move, well, not move, but completely get rid of, like, these planters, because I don't think I'm really going to need these planters anymore, since we have the planters going in the rec room. These grub baskets, I Would like to just double check on whether or not we've actually got some growing. No, we don't. So marble melons are growing here as well. Then we've got a few other bits and pieces growing. I think we can grow a grub basket or two. I mean, I better just, like, eat all of it, because otherwise it'll go to waste. And I'm sort of trying to think of whether or not there's a good way for us to sort of traverse around without getting ourselves too confused. We'll chuck that in there. And I think I'll throw a spare one in here. Righto. Let's get rid of those planters. Definitely want a sample of the grub baskets. But then we want to get rid of everything. Actually, can I just... What? Why is this giving me creepvine sample? That's really weird. Anyway, I think I can just simply get rid of this. Yeah, okay. I don't have to worry about cutting down all of the things in it. I wish there was a way we could preserve some of the veggies so that we could eat them later. Okay, so grub basket goes in here. That should start growing now. I wonder if I should put like a few more of the shelf planters around. Might not be a bad idea. Like one over here, for instance. Or maybe a couple. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a bad idea. Then we can maybe get some voxel shrubs. If I can actually get to it, that would be nice. Maybe here. Right, and what else can we make in here? I'm thinking we want to try and get the trash can. That might be a good idea. We could put all sorts of trash in here, I guess. Including stuff like this. I have no idea if things will just disappear after a while. Maybe that's the way it works. And yeah, since we've put some shelf planters on the other side, maybe we do the same thing here. And I do like maybe the idea of having like pot plants as well. Got a bit of a selection here. Chic pot plant. I wonder if it would be good to have a locker over here. Okay, I'm gonna need more titanium, bit of quartz there as well. So let's see if we can go and grab all of those things. Don't really have a lot of titanium left. Quartz. Okay, how much space do we have in these things? Okay, actually that's pretty big. So maybe I'll wait for the grub basket to finish growing, and then we can put like a couple of grub baskets in there. Yeah, I would like to get more of these. The voxel, or voxel shrub. And we'll get more voxel shrubs in those positions. Let's have a look at... Oh my god, this is a lot of storage. So, I mean, for efficiency, obviously you would want more of those types of lockers everywhere. But I will probably just, you know, keep using the wall lockers for now. So... Speaking of lockers, maybe this is not a bad idea either, but if we start rearranging our lockers, that could be a good use of this space. I'm just trying to think of what the best way to do that is. Sort of thinking maybe we can keep the ladder set up like in the center of this space. That way we can access lockers easily. And I might empty out this locker and move it. Because then what we could do is we could set up all of this stuff in the center, which I think looks a little bit better. Alright, very good. And yeah, I was sort of thinking maybe we can get like some windows in this place. That would be nice. But if I do get windows, I would probably like to put windows on those two sides. Which means, yeah, I'm gonna move the locker that we took down, and I'm just gonna put that here for the time being. And obviously it does have some random stuff in it. Whoops. Some salt. Okay. Maybe, actually, come to think of it, maybe this is the room that I want to use for containment. Bit tricky. But I might jump outside for a second and just see if I can identify a different spot for another containment unit. So this is a containment unit right here, right? So can I build another multi-purpose room to the side of that? No. Doesn't look like it. I can build upwards though and have it connect, but not on the bottom. Oh my god, you can make this even bigger. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, just got me thinking, maybe the best thing to do is to build over here. I think we'd be able to do that. It's just that there's a couple of lockers in the way, which we would have to get rid of. And I don't mind doing that, actually. So we can have, like, containment units sitting on either side of the, I guess the room that we use most often to construct things. So let me try and shift around those lockers.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Lead and nickel. Okay. The problem that I have is I don't have enough titanium to build. So I'm thinking what we want to do is just scrummage around using the sea moth. And this should also give us the opportunity actually to get some table coral samples. Is it table coral samples that I need, or I think it's the other type of coral. But yeah, we'll see if we can grab some samples, that way we can make some disinfected water. We don't have to keep relying on the bulbo trees to survive. Yeah, this is what I want. What are these things called? Yeah, coral tube samples, rather. Right, that should be enough. I'm gonna make sure that I still have a little bit of space saved up. So another issue that I have is I have the water filter machine set up, and I'm not sure if I really want to keep it in that spot. I feel like I'm going to have to move that. But if I do move that, actually I've got another space, right, that I could potentially use for containment. So maybe I should check on that before we commit to building an even bigger base. So maybe I can just repurpose the room. Doing for space. Yeah, okay, we don't really have much space left. Right, let's head back home. So I'm thinking in the next coming episodes, guys, we will probably go back out to the Aurora and I want to check out the other side of the Aurora. It is a little terrifying though, because I know there's a lot of big Leviathan creatures out there, and if we're not too careful, we could get eaten. But that's the reason why I wanted the Cyclops with me, because at least using the Cyclops, I should be able to, you know, run silently to try and evade those big carnivores. Or, you know, we should at least be able to turn the engine off and then start exploring with either the Seamoth or the prawn suit. I would probably go with the prawn suit, just because the prawn suit is going to be a little sturdier. Yeah, so this is the room that I'm talking about, and it's actually right next to our containment facility, so this might actually be a better option. And there's the bedroom, which we do have on this side as well. Can I build the containment unit with that? Okay, no. So I definitely have to move this somewhere else. Okay. So now I'm sort of thinking whether or not I really needed all of this titanium or not. But you know what? We could convert all of this into more lockers. We'll have additional storage for more stuff. Oh yes, and I wanted to make the bleach. What was the S for? I think the S may have been sulfur. So let me just get rid of that, because we do have sulfur going on in here, so... Okay, let's get rid of this, actually. Do I even need a water filter if we're having disinfected water all the time? Maybe we don't need it, because it takes up a lot of space. But I was sort of thinking, if we have to keep it, we could keep it in this room. And yeah, I just sort of need to decide where to have it. Maybe I could have it on this side, then we can move the lockers across. Oh yes, let's actually make the water. I've made the bleach, but I wanted to specifically make the water. That's the reason for the bleach. Okay, we do get like 2 bottles out of 1 batch of bleach though, so that's not too bad. Probably want to stash stuff away. I don't know what to do with all this, like, extra water though. And then Now I've got a lot of disinfected water. That might be a good idea for the locker over here. Maybe we could just keep disinfected water there. Bring a couple just in case we need it. Perfect, and now just getting our water filter in. Again, I was sort of thinking about not building it, but maybe I should. Maybe I should have it in here. Okay. So now we can focus on getting the containment in over here. Now, if we're going to make this any bigger, though, I need to be able to build on top of it. So just trying to figure out the best way to get out of here to make sure that we're looking at the right thing. So yeah, it should be this one. And yeah, it should be free enough for us to build on top of. So why don't we plan for that? Yeah, I do have the titanium. We're still pretty good for structural integrity. But now we just need to check on the
Welcome aboard, Captain.
materials that we need for this thing. So a bit of glass, so 5 glass and 2 titanium. Do we have the titanium still? Yeah, we do. Oh, and I've been carrying this with me all this time. Stasis rifle. I'll stash that there. Give us a little bit more space to work with. I just better remember to actually bring it with me. Alright, glass. Okay, don't have a lot of glass. I guess we are going to need quartz. Generally speaking, though, quartz hasn't really been too difficult to get when we need it. But because this is a lot of glass, and I do want to make, like, a bigger tank, like a similar size to what we have on that side, we probably will need to go out and find some more glass. Or some more quartz, rather. So, how much do we have? 3. We don't have any more. We do have enameled glass, which doesn't exactly help. So, let's go out and see if we can just find some quartz around this area. What will help, actually, is using the scanner room. Yeah, I haven't exactly used the scanner room to find quartz before, but yeah, hopefully it won't be too difficult for us to find. We did pass, like, a big bunch of quartz, like a couple of like larger quartz nodes out in the biome that we were just in. Oh, speaking of biomes, I think we did have that entry to read, don't we? About some kind of a dead zone. So I should actually have a read of that.
Seek fluid intake.
Right, gonna have to have a meal. We'll do that when we get back. Then we'll have a read of the entry, and I think we'll probably be calling it an episode soon, guys. Probably due for a bit of a break. I think we're gonna run into the same situation as sandstone chunks very soon with our quartz in this area. Yeah, I mean, we still have quite a lot. Okay, we are chock-a-block. Let's head home. I'm just gonna make as much glass as I possibly can, because we need 10, right? So at least we're already going to be on the way to be able to make the next one. Or we'll be able to have some spare glass for something else when we need it. I am still thinking about like making various windows in the different structures that we have, just to make it look a little nicer. Let's turn that off and let's get things built. Right. I need a way to get up there. Yeah, okay, so through the other rooms, I should be able to do that. Might want to get, like, a ladder installed. Okay, so we can actually climb on top of this thing and sort of walk on top of it. That's kind of cool, actually. I do like the concept, but I think I would prefer having another containment unit on top, just to give the fishies and whatever other organisms that we plan to put in here a little bit more breathing room.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Or swimming room. Okay, let's address our hydration. Oh yes, that's right. We have to get it from the rec room now. No other options.
Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go, we are fully stocked. Let's just do what we need to do in this room. Throw that there, and that there, and I think we can bin this one. Oh, hang on. Oh yes, it's exactly as I thought. So I guess... Oh, it's disappeared immediately. I was gonna say, yeah, as soon as you put stuff in there, after a while it will just disappear. So that's nice. Good to know where we can throw junk when we don't need it. Jeez. Trying to get a slice of this thing is so difficult. I hope they decide to work on this sort of stuff in the sequel, because I find this to be quite frustrating. So what I'm hoping now is that, you know, we'll just grow another one, and I hope it'll be a lot easier for us to get to this one, and then we'll plant the next one in as a result. I can't believe we actually have to do that. That's a little bit annoying. Okay. So, are we happy with the base? Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Again, I feel like some windows and stuff like that are in order. Maybe we can get the windows in the containment units. And I might be happier, you know, once we get a whole bunch of windows in. I do want to get the sea plants in there, actually, so let me just quickly grab those from the Cyclops. And oh, you know what? I have forgotten to switch off the Cyclops engine.
Engine powering down.
Yeah, so I should have done that way earlier, but anyway, it is what it is. Maybe we can turn the lights off to conserve even more energy. Grab these. And want to grab anything else? I don't think so. Oh, we need to make a hatch, don't we? I won't be able to get in there without a hatch built. I've got a little bit of quartz, so maybe I can actually make the hatch now. Perfect. Alright, and then now we can just throw these in. They should start growing slowly. Good, and we need to decide what goes in here, so maybe if we come across another creature egg or two, we should, you know, see if we can chuck stuff in there. Duffel bags, why do I have this? I'm just gonna bin that. Bit of equipment that we don't need anymore. Yeah. Our base is coming along, I think. It's a bit messy, but it's ours, you know. I need the bin, actually. Let's see if we can just throw this in. Not too bad, not too shabby at all. Alright, I think this is where we'll call it, guys. When we come back in the next episode, we'll go back out to the Aurora, we'll check out the other side of it, and I'm sort of crossing my fingers and hoping that we'll actually find some key cards, or not key cards, sorry, pin numbers, actually, or passwords for the doors that we haven't been able to open on the other side, or on the side that we've been to already. So hopefully we'll find stuff like that, or maybe other things that might be interesting. Otherwise, we're just maybe going to be swimming around with the Leviathans. But anyway, if we don't really have anything else to do, I would say we're getting close to finishing the game, guys. So maybe we need to go back to the Neptune rocket platform and see if we can finish constructing the rocket and blasting ourselves off this planet. Anyway, guys, I am signing out. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.